So, new vlog. Hi. I have spent the day reading, forgetting that I exist. This is so typical me. Can we just say that it's been a day. I finished 2 books. Started 2. So, the first one, File Lady Fortune, 5 stars. This is technically the first one in the series. But then this one is also for like a Shanghai Secrets or something. It's basically in that series where the first one is These Violent Lights, and this one was for demonology, the D in demonology, which is by an author who is younger than you, because apparently Chloe Gong is like 25 or something. She's very young. So yeah, this one was really good. I really liked it, and yeah, it was interesting, and I can't wait to read the next one and see where that will lead me. I'm so curious as to how this is going to wrap up, but I'm going to guess hopefully it wraps up fine. And then the next book that I finished was Arrow Fire. We all know that I almost finished this yesterday. I had like 160 pages or something like that left. Finished that. Started Queen of Shadows, and I am up to part 2. I am almost 400 pages into this book, and it's like 600. So I have like 200 pages left. Like, who would have believed that I could read that much? Apparently it depends on the book, but apparently I have decided that I am not going to stop until I'm done with this series. So yeah, tomorrow we'll probably finish Queen of Nothing. Not Queen of Nothing, Queen of Shadows. Yeah, whenever I can get to, so let's just... And then I have also started, not Obsidio. Yeah, it was Obsidio, the Lost in the Illumina Files, and I'm listening to that as an audiobook. And then, I don't know. So, I will probably, finish Queen of Shadows like yesterday. I have to see. I mean, with my reading, I might, start Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn, and sometimes this is just nuts. I mean, I am very, very much further into this series that I'm, yeah. Remember like a few vlogs ago when I said, oh, I will read 100 pages a day. Yeah, we are so far from that now that we are going to finish this very early on, because, next month my physical TBR does not look that bad, meaning that I will probably finish it quite quickly. I mean, let's see, I will finish that tomorrow. I mean, with my reading, and that I can apparently not put anything down when it comes to this series, I might finish off this series before the month is done. Yeah, that's where we are going with this now, and I think I might, I might just run for it, because yeah. So how many days do I have left? It's not that many, but also it's 5 days left. But I mean, if I can read 400 pages of this a day, that would be like, so I don't know. It might just be like a little bit over, but let's face it. The only reason I didn't read more was that this one, I read 100 pages in this one. That was kind of the thing. And then, I mean, tomorrow I need to read 100 pages in Obsidio. But after that, I don't kind of have any more reading plans, meaning that if I want to read those 200 pages, that would be fine, and I might even pick up, the next in this series and see how far I can get along in those. But if 400 pages is not a problem, over that, because I read 116 days, so like 500 pages, almost 560 pages today of just Throne of Glass. And I mean, these are not that long. Can we just say that? I mean, they are long, but they are not that long. Let's see. This one is, it's almost 700 pages. So, interesting. But apparently, I don't think that is too long. And then, how long is this one? Let's just take a look. So, like 650 pages. This one as well, and this one. I know this one is 900 and so pages, right? Yeah, like almost 1,000 pages. But let's face it. I'm not going to stop, so I might just, glide through it and see how long this will gonna take me. So, I finished this. Oops. I finished Queen of Shadows. And yeah, I feel like the further I get into this series, I am just utterly destroyed. Can we just say that? It's not even fun. I'm so far from being fine. Can we just say that it's not? This series just consumes me. I forgot how much I love this series. And I'm actually having a lot of fun with A Tower of Dawn this time, actually. So yeah, take with that what you want, but I have read 600 pages of this series today. A little bit over, maybe. I read 200 pages in Queen of Shadows, 200 pages in Empire of Storms, and 200 pages in Tower of Dawn. So, that's something. And let's just say that I dread the ending. I know how it ends. Still dreading the ending, and yeah. It's a lot. Can I just say that? It just gets a lot. And yeah, I mean, can't read this all the time. I kind of also, I need to, continue on with the other things that I also should read. I have read the other pages that I need to do in Obsidio, though. So that's good. But I still need to read Crash Landing. I still need to read Dead Man Walking. Then I need to read Ink and Lies before that. Need to read The Score. Kind of should start that one. I kind of thought of starting that now, like today, but then my Kindle was basically lacking of power, and then I started, before I even picked that one up again, I had started, the Throne of Glass series, and then I'm just not stopping. I stopped once I read like 500 pages, and then I was like, but it's only that's me, but it's only 50 pages to 200, so why don't we just read that? So yeah, I have Hunter x Hunter and Score left, so I might pick up Hunter x Hunter tomorrow morning, because that shouldn't take me that long, and then the Score will take me a few days. Then I need those 3 audiobooks as well, which I need to do that tomorrow, even though I have a few days left. But it's really great to, start and see how far I'm able to get. And then, just because I usually spend my evenings listening to music, reading. I mean, reading. That's what I have been doing. I feel like this month, like these few days after I started Throne of Glass, I've spent, let's call it, way too much reading. Like, way too much time reading. It's, I should not. Yeah, basically, house chores. What is that? My kitchen is a mess. The only reason the the place is okay on the floors are because I have a robot vacuumer. If not, I wouldn't have done that either. So basically, all my house chores are just currently not on my mind, because apparently the only thing I can think about is Throne of Glass. So basically, yeah, let's just say, once I say, oh, maybe I should like take it a little slower with A Court of Thorns and Roses, that's probably not gonna happen. Let's face it, it's not gonna happen. But I am thinking about listening to those on audiobook, and that it will take a little bit longer time. But then, I'm still gonna have problems with stopping. It's not that. I am way too consumed in this series. It's nuts. Yeah. And then, so I think the plan is to have the graphic audiobook on the Throne. No, not Throne of Glass series. That is not out yet. On the Akotar series. Then do the first Crescent City series as on graphic audio, and then I need to read those two next physically. Maybe I might listen to the audiobook, that as well, and then just, that is a possibility as well, to listen. I do that on a video, listening and, underlining and everything. So yeah. It's been a few days, and I definitely need to slow down a little with everything. But let's just finish Kingdom of Ash before I even think about doing anything else. I don't know. I have to see how far I get in Empire of Storm and Tower of Dawn tomorrow. But it will take me a day or two to finish this. I don't really know, but the plan is definitely to see how far along I get tomorrow, and then just finish it off. Just because I want a few days on Kingdom of Ash, just because I can't read 900, almost 1,000 pages of that in a day. That's let's call it, that should not be possible on the days that I have. So yeah, we are not even going to try 1,000 pages in that a day. I think my head would explode if I tried that. But I don't know. I read 600 pages, so finishing half the book, that's not a problem. But 1,000 pages, I think, is a little too much, to try and reach out. So I have finished 2 books today, and I have read 1,000 pages of Throne of Glass. Yeah, that happened today. That is the only thing that I have done today. I have. Okay. First, I finished Empire of Storms. So, that happened, and that it was in the tandem read. So I also finished Tower of Dawn, which also tandem read. And basically one thing I did, I printed out a like reading how you are going to read them, and that was helpful. So this one will be permanently in my book because I like reading it that way. Not that you need to, but yeah. And then I have read 300 pages in Kingdom of Ash. So yeah. Will I finish it tomorrow? Probably. I don't know if I will, but I will probably do that. I mean, I have a little less time tomorrow, but I mean, I don't know how I'm going to read 600 pages for that. But we will figure that out tomorrow because I'm probably not gonna stop, you know. So let's see. But I have to go to bed. I cannot read. You know, I'm not gonna stay up over my bedtime to read because then I'm not gonna. If I continue on now, I don't think I am going to stop until I'm done. And let's face it, that will probably be in the morning, which would not go very well with anything. So yeah, I am going to bed. And yeah, see how I feel tomorrow, bright and early. And yeah, let's see how everything is going to go. I mean, I know how this story will end because apparently, you know, I have read it before, and I think that is also like one reason why I can read it so quickly. If this were my first time, I don't think I would be able to read, you know, 1,000 pages a day, because then I would need to read much slower because I would have no clue what is going on. So I have finished 3 books today. I'm going to quickly talk about them because I'm going to bed because I have a headache and I'm way too tired. Clock is like 8 though, so it's very early to go to bed. But I mean, I have a headache, so it's rather sleep, you know, over on the sofa or go to bed now, which yeah, seems a little early, but you know, it's better to go to bed now before I get a migraine and have to go to bed anyways. But the 3 books I finished, the first one I finished was Hunter x Hunter, and this is volume 1. This is a new series, like new manga I have apparently decided to start. And yeah, this one was for the O in lore, and that is a translated book because usually mangas are written in Japanese. So yeah, the next one was Crash Landing, the O in Crash Landing, and that is a debut book. And I give 3 stars. Hunter x Hunter I gave 4, but yeah, Crash Landing 3 stars. I liked it enough. I think my biggest problem with book, we are stranded on an island, my mind instantly went to the Blue Lagoon. Don't ask why, but it just did. Even if it's nothing alike, my mind just went there, and I couldn't put it off. It's not close, you know, to being anything like that, but apparently my mind went Blue Lagoon. This is apparently where we are going with this, and I don't know why my brain went there, because the Blue Lagoon was not a pleasant, you know, watch, even if I really liked it, but I also hated it. And I think that maybe I should not do I'm stranded on an island, because apparently that's where we are going with everything. But yeah, and then after that, not after that, but this was more like before, finished Kingdom of Ash, now we are done talking about this series. I've been talking about this for what, a week or something? I finished this very, very quickly. And I know that. And yeah. That's... There is kind of nothing else to talk about. I feel like everyone has heard about Throne of Glass series. And if you haven't, well, sorry. But I mean... Yeah. I don't think there's anything more to say about it. Love the series. Now, I don't think I am going to start A Court of Thorns and Roses like instantly. But I mean, I kind of want to listen to the audiobook. The graphic audiobook. And then I need some time for that. But yeah, plan for tomorrow. I mean, at this vlog, I'm just going to start this and end it at when the month is over, and then yeah. But I need to edit my October DVR. I filmed it, and now yeah. But I'm going to bed. Too tired to talk. Too tired to think. So I finished one book. So haven't finished much today, but yeah, can we just say that after finishing, I don't know how quickly Throne of Glass series, I just needed a smaller break and relax. So, but I did finish Obsidio. And this one is for... It was the Q in lore, I do believe. Right? Yes. And that is letters or notes on the cover or inside the book. So, basically, this one is made out of notes and transcripts and everything, because this is the third book in the Illuminate files, and this series needs to be read in order, starting with Illuminate and then Gemini and then Obsidio. And I definitely recommend listening to the audiobooks, because those are full cast, more or less graphic audio, and that is awesome. You get some revelations in here, thinking, wow, yes, I didn't see that coming, but sure. And then I decided to switch out one book on here, and that is Dead Man Walking, just because I am not going to be able to listen to Ink and Lies and then listen to Dead Man Walking. So, yeah. But I have another one. This is for food on the cover, and I have one with pumpkins, which is a food. Technically, it's a food. But yeah, I will read that tomorrow. It's not that long. And then I have started the score. And I have definitely decided to... Yeah, we are definitely going to finish that off tomorrow. Read 50% into that. They are really easy, simple reads. They're really like candy. So yeah, and then I have also, like, at the end of the day, I have listened to Sister Wife, and that is by Christine. So, like a long time I haven't been, watching Sister Wives. I find it fascinating and intriguing, like candy. Not like, fascinating. And this book, it kind of makes me angry. You definitely know some of the stuff that has been going on, so nothing is that new, but there are a few things that definitely, it makes my blood boil. Can we just say that there are a few things that is making me so angry? And yeah, So yeah, I have like an hour and a half left, I think, and so I will finish that up probably tomorrow, actually. Just because I listen to that in the evenings usually when I play Dreamlight Valley, just because I know a few things, but then also, yeah. So, yeah. I don't really know how to say anything in this book, just because there are I don't know. I think that those that read this book probably has been watching the show. I I don't know. I don't know if anyone would be that interested if they haven't watched the show. It's sad, to be honest, and it's some of these things. I get really angry at some of these things that has happened, and yeah. So let's not talk about that anymore. Let's just say that we have one day left. I have 2 books to finish, and Sister Wives, which is not on my TBR, but kind of just wanted to get to it, just because I'm curious. I'm noisy. I'm a noisy person. Can I just say that? Can we believe that it's one day left of this month? It's really crazy. And then we have 3 months left of this year. Where did this year go? Can we just say that? I mean, I feel like it's a few days since we were in January, but apparently we are in the end of September. We are almost at October. The snow is soon here, sadly. I have finished the last 2 books, so I'm just going to wrap up the vlog, wrap up the month, and we can get on to a new month tomorrow. Today has not been a good day, can we just say that? At all. But I have finished 2 books. So, let's just, I almost said let's talk about it, but yeah, let's talk about it. So, the first one I finished was The Score, which is the 3rd book in the off-campus series, and we are following Allie and Dean. So, one thing I really want to say about this series is that if you finish it in order, you will kind of know things, and you know the other characters, so you don't have to read every single one, but I kind of recommend it. I give it 4 stars. I really enjoy this series. Now, is it good by any means? No, technically not. It's very candy. Like, it's not... Yeah, it's, yeah. It's just something that you sometimes crave. Something easy. Something that is not, that serious. Not that difficult to read. That's kind of what this is. This is not like difficult to read. It's simple. It's nothing, grand, but it's overall really good. And I am overall really enjoying reading this series, and I could easily read it again sometime in the future if I needed that, And this one, let's see what it will fit for. I have not basically updated this today. I usually update it in the evenings, and I haven't done that because it's only, it's 6, so it's starting to get quite late. This one fits for the Spells and Incarnations, the D over there, and that is illustrated cover, just because I know that this one, the newest editions are illustrated. So you have at least like 2 others that are not, but you have one that is illustrated, which fits well for me. Now, the other book that I finished was Let's Give 'em Pumpkin to Talk About. So basically, for this whole food on the cover, so that is the D in Conjuration. The plan was to read Dead Man Walking, because that one has, is it a peach? It might be a beach, I don't remember. But basically, I needed to read Inked in Lies first, and I don't want to stress myself, reading this when I don't feel like it. So I was just like, why don't we find something else that is simple, that is easy, short? So I found this one. So this one came out this year. So I had it on my, reading list. And basically, this is good. Pumpkins can be eaten, so it's food. And yeah, overall, I give it 3 stars. Now, this is not like a bad 3 stars. Like I feel like some 3 stars for me are like, it's nothing wrong with it. Nothing. I just didn't fully care. So for this one, I overall really, really enjoyed it. I have nothing against it. I just don't feel like I love this too much, but it's definitely, I definitely enjoyed my time with it. I just never see myself reading this again. But yeah, I will definitely recommend giving this a read, because it was fun, it was good. If you just want something that is a little bit more adult, and where they are, a little bit more adults in their conversations, this one was definitely good. So maybe more of a 3.5, but overall, it was good. I have nothing against it. So yeah, probably more of a 3.5 if I am, really thinking about it. So yeah, that was kind of it for now for this vlog. And I am now going to eat. And I will see you next time when we get up to something different. Probably. There will be maybe some reading in there anyways, but I am really hoping that next year I do have some plans, and I am kind of hoping that I will be able to, get through a few things